Wonder if anyone will join. I have just started. Welcome to the person who has joined. Thank you. So, we're going to have a very interesting conversation today. So, this is a YouTube live. How is everyone doing? If this is a playback, if you watch this as a playback, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you do leave your comments down below, share your experience. If you are live, welcome. If you're here live, welcome. Please do share this with other people so more people can chime into the conversation. Based on when people join, I may be repeating myself. But before we get started, I am Ray. I have a YouTube channel, Ray Talks. Some of you here might be my subscribers. Thank you so much. As always, I just love to say thank you. Currently, my hair is in a twist out. Brilliant. I don't even know how old this twist out is. But yeah, my hair's in a twist out. My hair is fairly shrunken. It needs to be washed, but we'll get there. Hope you enjoyed my wash day last week, I think it was. I can't remember, but anyway. So recently, I have been trying my utmost to really utilize the community tab. I think I have amazing subscribers, amazing individuals who thoroughly support my channel, who get involved in the various conversations or questions rather, that I share on the community tab. So thank you ever so much for doing so. Today, or this evening rather, I want to talk about what would you do if your significant other decided to call it quits because of what you did to your natural hair? So if, let's say, your hair was this length and then all of a sudden you cut your hair and it was a full-on like big chop. I can't even finesse a big chop. Like, imagine your hair just was like this. You just woke up and said, hello, darling. Yeah, this is my hair now. Just like that. Just like, it looks kind of cute, doesn't it? Just like that. Thank God my elbows have been well moisturized. Lol. Imagine that your hair was like this, and then you come out of the bathroom and your hair is like this, and your significant other, says, you know what, sis, I'm out. Peace out. I'm out. What you've done, it's a no from me. So I asked this question on my community tab, and I'm actually going to get it up. The question that I asked. And I'm going to read some of the responses. Quite interesting, to be honest with you. Very expected. You know, it's hair. It's hair. So
It's her.
oh,
It's
oh
her.
dear, I'm playing my own video. No. Okay, so let's have a look. Let me try and find this like real quick. What it said, what people were saying about this topic. You did the big chop, your significant other has decided to break up with you, or he might not break up with you. He is just in a bit of a panic. He's a bit stressed out because you've decided to do something to your hair. And of course, I cannot find that question on my phone. So I'm just going to try and find it here on YouTube and read out what I had asked, I think it was a few days ago, last week, about this topic. Hair is a very sensitive topic for both men and women, but at the end of the day, it's your hair. So you might think that someone having an opinion is quite shocking to you. But like I've just said, it's quite a sensitive topic because hair carries a lot of weight, has a lot of symbolism. It has things such as sometimes even political implications, just you having your hair like the way God has made it. Very bizarre when you think about it, when you sit down and think about it, but that is the world we are living in. What I'm thinking of doing as well, some of the questions that I've been asking on the polls, I'm going to make them videos so people can watch the playback. Okay. So the question is, why can't I find this, everybody? This is really shocking that I can't find this. Where is it? Wow. I really am quite active on the polls. Okay. No, this is a big one. I asked something about, should a woman inform her husband, boyfriend, or fiance that she is doing the big chop? And today on the live, I'm asking, what would you do if your significant other, so maybe your boyfriend, your husband, your fiance, decided, girl, I'm leaving because you're gonna chop your hair off? What would you do? So the previous question, should a woman inform her husband, boyfriend, fiance she is doing the big chop? 47 votes. I don't think I've ever had a poll that big. I don't know, I could be wrong. Wow, I've just noticed that 47 people voted. Thank you so much. 4%, they're not sure what they would do. They were not sure if they should inform their significant other that the fact that they've gone from hair like this to just a number one, like very low. 30% said no, and 66% said yes. So 66% of those who voted agreed with the following, that you should inform your husband, boyfriend, or fiance that you are doing the big chop. So over half of you. But however, over a quarter had said no. So this suggests a little bit that those of you who said no, that at the end of the day, it's your hair. It shouldn't really matter what you do to your hair. It is just hair. And really and truly, that is true. Some of you, 4%, not too sure on how you would respond. The 66%, so this is the biggest response yet, which is yes, believe that your significant other should have a view on what you do to your hair, which is fine as well, because you are in a relationship and there's things you talk about between yourselves that are important. So I'm going to read some of the comments that accompanied this poll. So one person said that this is actually an interesting topic, and this has influenced me doing this live today. So this is actually an interesting topic. I just done the big chop and informed the person I'm seeing, and it has caused drama. That's what they've written here. Another person said, it would be good to inform him only if he's your husband, though. Okay, so there's levels to this. So a boyfriend and a fiance, which is basically a fiance is like an upgrade to a boyfriend, but it's not a husband, shouldn't be informed. So you can just rock up one day and be like, yeah, hiya, head fully shaved, or maybe you do have some hair left, but because he's not your husband, this person is saying you don't have to explain to them. And in a sense, I'm in agreement a little bit with that one. Then another comment is not necessarily. The woman, if she wants to be, she wants to, but if she does, not necessarily. The woman can if she wants to, but she is not obliged to do so. I don't see why a woman with a romantic partner wouldn't tell her man, but if she chooses not to, I don't see the problem either. I think I'm a bit like this. I'm like, yes, you can tell if you want to. And on the other hand, you don't necessarily need to tell. I think that the thing is not an issue. The big chop, let's be very sincere with ourselves. It is quite a drastic change. Like, imagine now your hair is like this, maybe you have a little fringe or bangs, as our people over the pond say, a little bang like that. And then you just literally, like I said earlier, come out the bathroom and your hair is literally like this. Let me try and tuck this into my shirt. Yeah, I look ridiculous right now, but but I don't know. I'm trying to finesse a big chop, but can you see that? Like, literally, imagine if someone came out like this. Maybe not their neck looking like this, but but honestly, look. I wish I had like a clip or something to just really show what I'm trying to narrate. But you get the idea. If you want to, you can even just type big chop before and after. It's even the difference. So it's going to change the way you look, maybe even the way you carry yourself, depending on who you are as a person. Maybe you're not that confident with a big chop. Maybe you are quite confident. So this might be some of the reasons as to why people feel obliged to tell their significant other that, baby, these luscious locks, they're going to be gone. Hey, whereas others are like, it's not even that deep. It's just hair. It can grow back. Those of us who have been natural for, even if it's 2 minutes, and we're taking care of our hair. We might have had shorter hair. Fast forward, boom, we've got some hair on our head. Like, we're very aware that our hair can grow. I do have a couple of things in the description box where I outline things you can do to improve the health of your hair, and that would lead to hair growth. So definitely check that out. So we know as women, as even men that are natural, like if you cut your hair off, it can grow, it can thrive. It's not like back in the day where we didn't have any knowledge about our hair and we cut it off and it was like, wow, will I ever see my hair go past eye length? Will it ever go past here? Will it ever go past my eyebrow? So we are in a different time. Hi, Sophia. Nice to see you. Yeah, so we are in a different time. So it really does depend on your relationship with your significant other. Right. So the fact that, hi, Marlon. Hello. So like I said, it depends on your significant other. It might be a conversation telling them, like, hair can grow. This is not the be all and end all. Like, yes, my hair was like this. Then it became like, for those of you who missed it, I was trying to like finesse a big chop. It became like this, but this is so hilarious. But it can grow. It can grow back. And maybe explaining to them why you want to cut your hair off. Explaining to them that you want to embrace a certain look. You no longer want to have damaged, relaxed ends, or even sometimes you just want to change up the way your hair is looking. Like, I think it's worth having a conversation. But then I always think, I'm not always, but I'm just thinking, if someone is really upset at the fact that you have cut your hair, that could be a little bit problematic. I didn't. This is shrinkage. Someone said, did I cut my hair? No, this is shrinkage. My hair is so dirty. And I had a twist out. This twist out is so old. I don't even know how old it is, but it's just shrunken, lol. But yeah, I haven't big chopped my hair. Sometimes I feel like, do I want to cut my hair? I'm not too sure, but I do like having my hair like at a certain length. But like, if someone is a bit obsessed with, let's say they were obsessed with how your hair looked. Thank you, Sophia. If they were obsessed with how your hair looked, please let me know in the comments. Is that problematic that your significant other is like, you must look like this? Because bear in mind, depending on how long you've been with someone, even if it's like a week, that's okay, maybe not a week, but we're always growing, we're always changing. And even we as Black women, we love to do so much with our hair. So today, my hair is going to be like this. And then tomorrow, I might decide to finally wash it and then put it in some chunky twist. And then maybe in a week's time, I might want to do another twist out. I don't know. Our hair is very beautiful and diverse, and we do so much with it. It's like I don't know if anyone has seen those memes where it says dating a Black woman is like dating several women at the same time, because of the amount of things we do to our hair, So I get why somebody would be a bit concerned, because chopping your hair off, depending on how short you go or how drastic you're going to look with your new hairdo, your partner might know you quite well and be like, oh, my partner might not feel as confident. But then if you're in a situation, if you're a guy, you're dating a gal, you're a husband, and your wife decides to cut her hair off, and she might not like it in a week's time, be there and encourage her, motivate her, like cheer her on and be like, yes, this hair looks good. Or just ask questions about it. Don't be out here just ridiculing her like, what have you done to your hair? It's honestly, like I said a bit earlier, it is hair. It will grow. It will grow. But imagine if you were at the verge of breaking up, or as I said on the thumbnail for this, that this person actually broke up with you. If someone is going to break up with you because of what is on your head, I think that is a bit much. Especially if, I don't know. I was going to say, especially if they've met you, I don't know, with natural hair before, then yeah, because I think someone should be able to accept you the way you are. But I do understand that you might have changed so drastically that they no longer, hi Yinka, they might not want to associate with you anymore. So it can be quite a difficult one. But honestly, I think if someone is so obsessed with your hair, I feel like that is a red banner. we have some serious issues in the world, and for someone to be worrying about the fact that you've decided to go a bit low on your hair, like where my heritage is from, Nigeria, stand up. I'm not even saying this with a smile on my face, but we very recently had 2 terrorist attacks in a place called Kaduna. I speak to my Nigerian family, I think weekly, at least one member at least, or on the phone or text messaging them. And you hear some of the issues that's happening there. And even we here in the UK, there's a lot of inflation, but I just thank God that I haven't been as impacted, as I thought, or, I just really thank God for that. So there's these type of issues, and someone is going to have a little tantrum because you decide to put some scissors to your hair and chop it off. I'm so sorry. I just find that a bit vain. Like, I can understand you might prefer your significant other to have maybe their hair down or up a certain look, but you have to kind of understand, when you're dating a Black woman, we do a lot to our hair. Like I said, today my hair's like this, tomorrow I can give it a wash and it'll be in twist, etc. So I'm going to read a comment here. That person who break up with you because you cut your hair wanted to break up with you long before you cut your hair. Absolutely. This isn't my story. I just thought this is based on a poll I asked about, should you tell your significant other that you want to big chop your hair? But if you go back to that poll, someone in the comments mentioned that this is actually causing an issue with someone they're seeing. And you've heard instances where a guy will just not take too well that the person they're with is cut their hair. But I absolutely agree with that. They probably wanted to break up with the person or have an issue way before, but the hair is an excuse. Like, oh, I don't like you anymore because you've cut your hair. You're like, what? But if you've seen the person in a bonnet, like there's no hair, or if you go swimming and they've got a swimming cap, there's no hair and you're still in the relationship. I know it's not the best example, but yeah, it's quite sad in some ways that people can be so vain with the amount of things happening in the world. You would think that we'll focus on more pressing issues. Okay, another comment. I do think you should give them a heads up. Not that you're asking for permission, but just give them an advance notice. I do agree with that. Just let them know, and maybe just talk to them, because, I don't know if you caught what I did. I tried to do a big chop, look low. So imagine your hair's like this. They're used to seeing your hair like this a certain way, and then you buzz it off. It can be a shock to the system. Even those of us who cut our hair off, we will be like, oh, even if you get a new hairdo, it can be quite shocking. Oh, thank you so much, Sophia. Thank you. It can be quite a shock to the system, but also makes me think, if we normalized our natural hair a little bit more in the different lengths, textures, just wearing it out anyhow, like maybe people see it as the norm. And then when a sister decides to big chop her hair, it'll be like, oh, she's just big chopped her hair. Oh, she's just got some plaits in her hair, Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, it's definitely a shock. It definitely is a shock. And I think that's why big chop videos get, so much traction, because you go from maybe a certain length, and then your hair is, in some instances, some women literally shave off their head. They shave off the head. It's not like maybe a form of alopecia where it's quite gradual. It can be literally a few minutes, and you go from luscious, I don't know, Linda, to baldy Becky. But the thing is, sometimes when you shave your hair off or you do a big chop, it looks just as good, if not better, than when you had long hair. Will I be shaving or chopping off my hair? I don't think so. I really don't think so. I do quite enjoy having this. I was saying to Sophia earlier, I do quite enjoy having my length like this for now, and just experiment with it. But never say never. Sometimes I do wish that I just mustered the courage those many years ago when I decided to go natural and just shaved all my hair off, just to see, don't you ever think that, what would I look like if I had no hair? But thank God for technology. We can go on, different filters, and just create that bold look for ourselves. So even if you're watching this and you're thinking, I don't know if I want to do a big chop, maybe I want to do a big chop, I'm considering it. Maybe you should do that. Get on, I don't know, I'm so old school these days. One of those apps where they can shave your hair off, give you the bold look. See if you like it. If you like it, go ahead. If you don't, then hey. But as some of you have alluded to, do have a conversation with your significant other. So I'm going to go. I thank you all for joining. I'm always so happy and excited when people join my lives, especially because my channel is still growing. Also, I want to thank you for all your support. Thanking you all for like just interacting with the various polls. And as I said, I'm going to try my utmost to be doing live videos on some of the poll questions. So please do, look out for that. I have a poll coming up this week where I'm going to ask you which day of the week you would prefer. But those of you who are here, feel free to drop a comment. So it's either between Sunday and Thursday. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday are the days where I'm thinking of doing a poll. So hopefully it'll be once a week. I decided to do it today. I wanted to do it tomorrow, but I thought, oh no, let me. I honestly can't. I'm sorry. I thought I'd do. So I would say this. I wanted to do this video tomorrow, but I said let me just do it today because I'm in, the mood. My hair's out, and yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna start filming hopefully a video tomorrow that you'll see in the future. But yeah, Sophia, YouTube is really, really doing that. Even just for those of you who are aware, I just think I want to drop this here. I was having a conversation with my friend, and I was thinking, do I want to talk about this topic? Those of you who follow Mercy Gono, her channel has been hacked, and you're probably not going to get a notification to her new channel because we're not subscribed. You might see it in passing if you're on the YouTuber feed. So with what Sophia said about not getting notified, I found out even with people I'm subscribed to, I don't get notified, and I have the bells on. So I just don't really know what YouTube is playing at. I really don't know because there's several individuals like that. And even when some of you leave comments, I just find a lot of the time it's best for me to go on my YouTube studio and then look through the comments. I do get notified, but it won't be straight away. There might be a bit of a delay, then I see it. But honestly, I just go on the back end and then look for your comments there. But yeah, Mercy Gono's channel has been hacked. So if you're like me and you thoroughly enjoy her videos, just bear that in mind. And she has a new channel now. So if you're not getting notification from her or other people, it might be just worthwhile typing their name in YouTube and find out what's going on with them. I don't know what to advise. You could say turn on the notification bell, but the notification bell is kind of those things. I've done it. I'm sure many of you here and that will watch this after, turn on your notification bell for my video. You still don't get it. So I don't know. I don't know what YouTube is playing out. Yes, Yinka. Oh wow. Yinka's actually my friend in real life. Please check out Yinka's channel. I'll pin it after this goes live or put in the description box. She fairly recently went to Dubai. So if you ever wanted to go to Dubai, please check out that video. It looks so fun. It's an excellent place. I can't wait to go one of these days. But yeah, I'll send you some videos. Oh yeah, just write Mercy Gono 2.0. That's her new. You're most welcome. That's her new channel. Now, very serious. It's not just YouTube that she's been blocked on. I honestly wanted to do a video about this, but it's not really my thing I do on my channel. But it was very upsetting, and my friend and I were speaking about it, and even just pray for her. To be honest, if you're a believer, just pray for her. Those of you who are fasting, some people are doing Ramadan, just pray for her as well. It's not just her YouTube channel, it's her TikTok. Basically every form of social media she has been hacked. And yeah, it's quite sad. But anyway, I'm gonna go. I'll make sure I leave Yinka's video of Dubai down below. And let me know what your thoughts are. If you watch this as a playback, let me know what your thoughts are. What would you do if your man, your significant other said, you know what, I'm calling it quits because you have chopped off your hair? A bit vain, but yeah. Bye, Sophia. Bye, Yinka. And I think Marlin was online as well. Thank you all for joining. Have a good evening or good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the part of the world. Bye. Adios. Bye.